With how much electric skateboard backpacking I've done, as well as stuff with like e-bikes, I've learned quite a few tricks when it comes to figuring out where I can charge while I'm on these trips. Now, I do plan my entire route ahead of time, and I split it up into things I call legs, which is basically just how far I can go on a single charge. And at the end of those legs, I usually end that in like a town or something, somewhere where there's going to be places to charge and overnight accommodations. And in those locations, I get to skating around on Google Maps using like Street View, trying to see if I can find buildings that have outlets clearly visible on the outside, or spot buildings that I can actually go into to charge. I also use an app called PlugShare, which is really great to find like really random outlets on the side of buildings, places that you wouldn't think to look. And PlugShare is actually also really useful for finding EV chargers, because you can actually charge electric skateboards, pretty much any PEV, off of these level 2 charging stations. All you need is a J1772 to NEMA 515 adapter, and most chargers, like 99% of them, will take 240 volts. Now, it does cost money, usually to the tune of like $1 to $3 an hour. So, it's not free like some other places might be, but it's a high confidence place that I know I could charge at, because some of them I can't be entirely sure about until I get there. On some of the trips I have planned for later in this year, I have actually quite a few of these EV chargers tagged out as potential charging spots. Another place that I find myself frequently charging at is churches. I don't know why it turned out that way, but churches are overrepresented in my charging location spread in my past trips. Like every trip, one finds its way into feeding my Eskate. And they're actually really handy in small towns because there sometimes isn't too much else, like not even a coffee shop or anything, but they almost always like have a church. They usually always have an outlet on the outside of the building, and they're generally pretty quiet, so I'm not really disturbing anybody if I stop there to charge. Another good place to charge, and it's a bit of an obvious one, but like fast food places and coffee shops. Tim Hortons, McDonald's, Starbucks, that kind of thing. By the time I'm done riding like 20, 30 kilometers, I'm usually pretty hungry and gotta use the bathroom anyways, so it's nice to have those amenities right there. And I'm gonna be stuck there for a few hours anyway, so at least I'm inside and out of the elements. As long as I buy like food or a coffee, I haven't had anyone bother me about charging my stuff yet. But like I was saying, some of these places you can't be entirely sure that you could charge there until you get there. Not every fast food place and coffee shop has outlets inside for customer use. Another good place to look for places to charge, ironically, is gas stations. They're obviously everywhere, and usually they have outlets on the side of the buildings, but at least the ones I visited, I find that oftentimes the outlets don't work or they have the power turned off, although that could just very well be a run of bad luck on my part. After all, I did just charge my scooter at a gas station in a recent video, and I even charged at a train station. Now, all of the charging spots that I mentioned up until this point, that's only if I'm stopping, charging, and then continuing on for the rest of the day, or if I have to spend the night somewhere nearby that doesn't have a place that I can charge. When it comes to where I spend the night, obviously being able to charge is number one priority to me. So places like campgrounds, they usually have electric service like right at the campsite, or at least nearby at like a comfort station or something. Motels and hotels are an obvious answer here, and I frequently use them. Now obviously if you do that every night, the price is going to add up after a while, but it's nice to be able to charge the board and not have to babysit it. Airbnbs seem like a really good option. I haven't personally played around with them too much, but it's something I'm definitely looking into exploring more. And most importantly, when I'm planning out my trip and I'm scouting for charging spots and places to stay overnight, I don't just find like one or two and then call it a day. I build out an entire list. The more, the better, for redundancy's sake. Because until I'm actually there on scene, I have no idea what actually works or if my information's really out of date. And even after having a preset list of like a lot of different places I could potentially charge, even then, as I'm starting to get close to the end of my leg, I will actually start looking for outlets on the side of buildings and stuff that I could stop and charge. One in the hand is better than two in the bush, so if I find one, might as well charge there. Or at least try. And you can find some outlets to charge in like the weirdest of locations. I think my favorite is when the Trans-Canada Trail took me through like a big public park where there was like an event happening and like everyone was there with their families. So I found a post with a whole bunch of outlets on it next to a bathroom and a water refill station. I hit the jackpot. So here I am in dirty backpacking clothes, all my backpacking gear set up next to a post. People are like milling around with like their families and looking at me like, Now for me, 3 hours is the absolute max that I'm willing to wait for everything to charge back up. And so if you've seen my electric skateboard setup, you'll see I have multiple batteries, not just one, and I have to charge them all in parallel. In order to do that, a simple outlet splitter is worth its weight in gold. Anyways, that's the gist of how I find out where I can charge on these electric skateboard backpacking trips I do. Let me know if you have any questions. If you are new to the channel, I'm all about unconventional electric adventuring, a big part of which is promoting the idea of backpacking on electric skateboards, so make sure you're subscribed if you're into that shit.